Hey there, Tiffany, Mika here. Hope you're having an awesome day. It is hot, hot, hot here. Woo-wee. Very hot. Okay, what I want to share with you today is stop feeling confused. You could be overwhelmed about whatever it is that you're doing in your business. You may have started network marketing, you may have started into the internet marketing world. You're probably confused. I want to help you identify a way in which you can stop that confusion so that you can achieve what you need to achieve, okay? We all get confused, so don't worry about that, but I'm just going to give you three steps so that we can get rid of that confusion so that you are not going to be stuck. Okay, I don't want you to feel stuck. I don't want you to feel overwhelmed. Now, before I get started, here I am down here in Bayview, here in Sydney, Australia. It is really hot. Here I've got the sun boring down. Whew. Glad I got sunscreen on, that's all I can say. It is very, very hot. Okay, stopping the confusion. Now I'm just going to refer to my notes because there's some points I really want to get across to you. Now, what happens is when that you're really confused, it was really interesting because I was talking to my sister as well, and today actually, and she was talking about that she was feeling a bit inadequate about things and all of that. And what's happening with that is that she's confused about what the next step is that she wants to do. So it creates that inadequacy, the confusion creates, you know, the mind becomes confused, can't make decisions, therefore you're frustrated, overwhelmed, and you don't know what to do. So you get stuck, right? And because your mind's all over the place and because you're not clear, nothing happens. You're stuck. Nothing happens. It's frustrating. And then you're like, oh, what do I do? I'm so overwhelmed. Then you walk away because you're just so frustrated. Don't walk away, all right? There's 3 things you need to do. 1, actually there's 4, but I've only listed 3. The one thing that you need to make sure that you actually do is become educated, all right? Whatever it is that you need to do, you've got to educate yourself on whatever it is that you want to learn. Okay, you do need to create education, and I'm not talking about going back to school, I'm not talking about going to university, but I'm talking about going and doing a course on something, you know, something that you need to learn that's going to help solve that confusion. Spend the money and do it. Okay, even if you get one thing out of it, you know, that's going to create that value in your life that you can take that step forward, do it. Do not hold back. I spend lots of money on lots of things because if I get stuck on something, I want to know how to solve it, okay, so that I can step forward and not sit there confused wondering how I'm going to do it, okay? So you need to make sure that you do that. Now, the thing that when you educate yourself in something that becomes knowledge, knowledge is power, right? So things that I learn, I feel, whoa, yeah, really powerful. Then I can share them because you know what, I've got this knowledge and I can't keep it to myself, and I feel enlightened and empowered, and I have to share it, right? I'm not saying that you have to share everything that you learn, but you want to create the message I'm trying to get across to you is that you want to feel that you're stopping that confusion and you're creating a clear head. So you're making that switch and creating a clear head because of the education that you've had, that you've just received, that's going to help you to where you want to go, right? That's the message I want to get across. Now, the 3 things in stop feeling confused. The first thing is identify the confusion. The second thing is having the courage to face it head on. And the third thing is to separate the facts from the emotions, because we can get really emotional. So the question I want to ask you right now is, where are you confused? What is it that's confusing you? And write it all down. Write a whole list of it. What is it that's really confusing you? Really get to the core of it, okay? Now, I'm going to throw out a few things here. You know, it might be getting people to view your presentations. It could be finding people to talk to, attracting the right people to your business, recruiting, what to say to people on the phone, you know, how to build your team. Like, these are just some examples. It can go way, way deeper than that, right? I'm just giving you some examples. Is okay, well, what is it what's confusing you? Okay, how to build a list, you know? Could be anything. The second thing is really, do you let it beat you, or do you have the courage to face it head on, right? So what you need to do is, if you've identified what the problem is, then you need to find the solution. And what I said before was, if you've got to spend the money, do it, okay? Don't look for free options. You're not going to get a lot of value out of that. You may get a little tip here and that, but it's not going to solve the problem. Spend the money on courses that are going to help provide that solution for you, okay? spend the money, because you're most likely going to be learning something new and you'll be able to apply it, and it'll take you to where you need to go. And then the third thing is separate the facts from the emotions. So don't look back and go, oh, you know, my friend started network marketing and they were a failure and they didn't do this and they didn't do that, so it's not going to work for me. Right? That's getting emotional about it. Look at why didn't it work for that person. Doesn't mean it's not going to work for you, but why didn't it work for them? Okay, have a look at what they did or didn't do. It's highly a lot of things that they didn't do, right? So are you going to do those things that they didn't do so that you can achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve? Okay, so you've got to take the emotion out of it, all right? So the way that you can get really clear and focused is by doing those three things: identifying what it is, okay, identifying what the confusion actually is, having the courage to take it on, right, take it head on, and the third thing is separate the facts and don't get emotional about it. Just look at the facts. Why is it, what is it that's causing that confusion? And then work on a way to solve that problem, okay? Because I don't want you to be confused. I want you to achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve in your life. If you want like a, you know, multi-million-dollar business, go for it. If you want just enough to get by, go for it too. Everyone's goals are different. It's whatever you want, okay? I have my own personal goals, but whatever it is that you want, it's all about you, okay? So I hope you got a lot of value out of today. Please leave a comment down below. Love to hear from you. Remember, healthy mind, healthy body, healthy business. Have an absolutely awesome day. Connect with me on Facebook. Love to hear from you. And, you know, just have an awesome, awesome time. See you later. Bye-bye.